Okay, you're back here on Straight Talk. Our guest for today, Juan Benedicto Katigbak Magdaraog, or Dikoy. And Dikoy is suffering from Pompe disease. It's a disease that attacks the muscular system. And he's talking about life here. Now, Dikoy, you wrote this article in this book, one of the contributors. How exactly did this happen?
Well, I'm a member of a mailing list for people with disabilities, and I received an email asking for contributions. So I wrote that article when I received the email. It took me about an hour to write it, 20 minutes to an hour, and I sent it to them. And the editor wrote to me back and said, "You're one of the first people to send in entries. Unfortunately, the deadline is still several months away, so you'd have to wait until all the entries are in, and they will let you know if you accept your essay for the book." So I forgot all about it, and then one day, it was late March 2003, I received an email which I almost deleted. So I thought it was spam, but something inside me said, "Go ahead and read the email." So I read the email, and the editor said, "Congratulations, we're going to include your essay in our book." It's one of 40 essays in that book.
Okay.
And,
now, Dikoy, it says, what adults with disabilities wish all parents knew.
Yeah.
What exactly would you tell parents with disabled children?
Well, one thing I'd like to tell them is love your children. Love your child, regardless of his situation. Give him all the support that he or she needs. And regardless of how he turns out, he's still a human being. He deserves all the opportunities in this world. And there are great people with disabilities. Franklin D. Roosevelt had polio. Stephen Hawking is one of the greatest minds in our current time, and he has ALS, and he can only move his fingers. But and you have Apollinario Mabini. So you see, if we stunt the growth and the development of a person with disability, or your child who has a disability, you might be actually robbing the world of an Apollinario Mabini, of Stephen Hawking, or Franklin Roosevelt,
or a Dikoy.
I'm not made there.
Oh, well, you are. Believe me, you are. Now, Dikoy, question: were there issues that your parents had a hard time dealing with? I mean, I'm going to spell the three-letter word, S-E-X, sex. No, I mean, you said you and your brother and...
I promised my dad I wouldn't embarrass him.
No, but what are the things that you notice adults or people have problems addressing or talking about when they're around a disabled person?
Well, actually, we live in a culture where it's taboo to talk about that subject.
You can't even say the word. Say the word, sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially more if you have a disability. Because majority of the people in our country have a mindset already. If you're disabled, you're this and you're that, which is not the case. You're a normal person, regardless. You just have a physical disability. But inside yourself, you're the same as everyone else. So what you feel about sex, what everyone else feels about it, is the same.
Okay, and we should be sensitive about that.
You should treat it as you would treat any normal person. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
You treat a disabled person as you treat a normal person, with some compassion and consideration.
Okay.
For the things that he can't do. But that's about it.
What's compassion and consideration? In that area, I don't know if your brother is even considerate that it's like, oh, I won't bring my girlfriend to the house because Dikoy might be jealous or envious.
That's something that I've learned to put aside. If anything good happens to my brother, I'm happy for him. He deserves all of it. He deserves all the good things that happen to his life because he's been a good brother. And well, you asked me a while ago what benefits the 60 pounds and the 50 pounds that I've gained. I managed to have a girlfriend also. So.
You have a girlfriend?
Well, before, not anymore.
Okay, well, her loss? No, I won't say that. Probably just didn't work out. Okay.
Just didn't work out.
No, but how is that? There are a lot of disabled people out there
who are married.
who don't know, but a lot of them also don't even try to be normal. Should they try to be quote-unquote normal?
Yeah. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Go for it. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like in my case, I found a girl that I liked, and I went for it. And the worst thing is, she won't answer me. Well, at that time, I didn't have a girlfriend. If she didn't answer me, I still wouldn't have a girlfriend. So there's no difference.
Okay.
But she did. So I gained everything and lost nothing in that effort. And for her credit, she was very understanding. And she was, at that time we were together, she treated me very well. In fact, I met her when she was an intern. She was a physical therapist in the hospital that I used to go for rehab.
Yeah.
And I would, there was a joke there that it was love at first touch.
Love at first touch. You're funny. Okay, now wait a minute. What? She broke up with you because she started touching somebody else?
No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm just teasing you.
She went to the States.
Ah, okay.
So it was really.
So let's go back to the original question. Things that people have a problem with concerning disabled people. Because okay, we talked about sex. Then you mentioned about relationships. We should not hesitate to even discover a relationship with a disabled person, and disabled persons should not be afraid, should not be hindered or embarrassed to have relationships with others. Okay, what other, ano pang yung mga bagay na parang naiilang ang mga tao around disabled people?
Well, I guess, let people say the thing that irritates me the most is that we live in an apartment, a condo building. So you take the elevator, going down and up, and oftentimes there would be people who would go inside the elevator, and since I'm with my caregiver, they'd look at my caregiver and ask, "Kuy, ano bang meron dyan? Ano bang sakit niya?" And they'd ask the caregiver instead of me. And to myself, I think to myself, hey, I can talk. You should converse with me. Why not ask me? I know more about my sickness than him. So you're actually treating the person as if he wasn't there. Just because we're normal people. Approach us will answer you. And,
so in the same light that we're embarrassed to visit our friends in jail because they might feel bad, we should also talk to disabled people and say, what happened to you, what's your disease, so that you don't feel slighted.
Well, actually, you do it in the same way as you'd approach a normal person. You talk to them like a normal person. There's some questions that you don't ask during the first time you meet each other. And there are questions that you can ask. So what the normal way you talk to a person should apply also to a person with disability. And I'd like to say also that there are a lot of people who are good, who treat people with disability very well. And there are a lot of them, and I know that firsthand. So.
Okay, well, you're one of the few disabled people who've been to the show, so I'll give you the privilege to give me a score later. Okay, but let's talk about your caregiver. In the book, you mentioned something about hiring caregivers, and here you said it, no? Since hiring a caregiver in developed countries is expensive, people with disabilities may have one of their family members take care of them.
Yeah.
Now, okay, what's the score on this?
Well, actually, my brother and I had the privilege to have a to have a family which is middle class. So my parents were able to hire a caregiver for me. And that allowed my brother to have a separate life apart from myself. He was not obligated or forced to help me, but he would when I needed to. So he gave me a chance to have a life on my own as well. But
is that a good idea, Dikoy, to hire a